A few months ago, I talked with you about something new we were launching across the Bureau, our facilities management strike teams. And at that time, we made a commitment. We said we were going to use the funding provided through President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill very wisely. We said we were going to fix the broken funding system, centralize accountability, and finally start making a dent in the nearly $4 billion facilities backlog across this Bureau. Director Marshall and I believe there has been enough inaction in the past, which we understand makes it difficult for many in this agency to even expect anything different. That's why we're going to be giving you regular updates on the concrete steps we're taking. Today, I want to give you an update on what our strike teams have already accomplished. Across the Bureau, hundreds of our facilities professionals stepped forward and volunteered to be a part of this effort. These are electricians, plumbers, carpenters, HVAC technicians, mechanics, and skilled trade professions, all who know these institutions better than anyone. And the work they're doing is making an immediate difference. At FCI Latuna, a 9-person strike team was deployed to the satellite camp and completed critical infrastructure repairs. By completing the work internally, that team generated more than $330,000 in savings, all while keeping essential systems operational. At FCI Miami, strike teams repaired the main sally port and a damaged food service ceiling. By handling those repairs by our own staff instead of outside contractors, the Bureau avoided approximately $230,000 in contractor costs. At FMC Fort Worth, staff installed security window screens designed to prevent contraband movement between housing areas, a security concern that many institutions deal with. By executing that project internally, our team generated approximately $940,000 in savings. And then there's the work happening at FCIST, which many of you heard me talk about previously. That institution that suffered major tornado damage nearly 6 years ago. And for far too long, repairs sat stalled. While contractor costs continue to grow, timelines continued to stretch. Our people, a 25-person strike team, stepped in and changed that trajectory. Our team saved millions of dollars, including one project originally estimated at $18 million that was completed by our staff for approximately $2.2 million. Let me say that again. An $18 million project completed for almost $2 million. And within that same effort, there was a single repair estimated to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to a contractor. Our team completed it for less than $50,000. These are real dollars being saved and reinvested into our institutions. Dollars that allow us to stretch funding further and address more of the long-standing maintenance issues across this Bureau. But there's another piece of this effort that matters just as much. When strike teams deploy, they work side by side with staff at those institutions and with inmates assigned to facility work details. That means that inmates are learning real trade skills like carpentry, electrical work, plumbing, mechanical repair, using professional tools and working under the guidance of experienced Bureau professionals. And so while we are repairing infrastructure today, we're also building a more capable institutional workforce for tomorrow. We're continuing to remove the barriers that slowed this kind of work down in the past. Facilities policies are being streamlined. Work order thresholds that have been raised. Deferred maintenance across the Bureau did not happen overnight. And I want to be clear, we're not going to be able to fix it overnight. But we're finally moving in the right direction. The facilities management strike teams are proving that when we empower our staff, hold ourselves accountable, and apply common sense solutions, we can make real progress, faster and at a fraction of the cost. Most importantly, the work is improving the conditions of our institutions for the people who live and work inside of them every single day. Our staff deserve facilities that are safe, functional, and reliable, and our strike teams are helping make that happen. To every facilities professional who volunteered for this effort, and to the institution staff supporting this work across the country, Director Marshall and I want to say thank you. We are just getting started.